What's going on, Dodgers Nation? Doug McCain here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that like button, and give me all your takes down below in the comment section. I want all of your takes on the Dodgers signing Trevor Bauer down below in the comment section. And be on the lookout for the Dodgers Nation Word of the Day. We're giving out over $1,000 worth of cash and prizes this month. All you have to do is spot that Word of the Day. It'll flash on the screen at some point during this video. And once you spot that Word of the Day, all you have to do is go to our About page, email us that word, and you're entered to win. We're giving away over $1,000 worth of cash and prizes. Good luck. Secure that bag, Dodgers Nation. And for all the latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So the Los Angeles Dodgers have yet to officially announce the signing of Trevor Bauer, but he is headed to LA, and we're going to try to answer the question in this video: is he worth the money? Is he worth the 3-year, $102 million contract, a contract that will make Trevor Bauer the highest paid player in all of Major League Baseball for the next 2 seasons? Now, you really should look at this contract as a 2-year, $85 million deal. They front-loaded the money in the first 2 years. That third year, the $17 million, that's really like an insurance policy. If his arm falls off or he becomes completely ineffective, just falls off a cliff, and if for whatever reason we're a few years down the road here and Trevor Bauer were to opt into that third year, it wouldn't be a good thing, because that would mean that his first 2 years didn't go as planned. He didn't dominate in those first 2 seasons with the Los Angeles Dodgers. So you definitely want him to opt out, because that would mean he had success as a Dodger. Now, the first thing you want to look at when you're trying to figure out if he's worth the price is the AAV number. Now, it's a $102 million spread across 3 years, so that brings that AAV to $34 million as it's counted against the CBT. So a $34 million AAV, even though he'll never see that $17 million in 2023, that is why that contract is so front-loaded. $40 million in 2021 and $45 million in 2022. So I've seen some people out there that say the Dodgers overpaid for Trevor Bauer, that he has no business being the highest paid player in all of Major League Baseball. They're out there looking for reasons to prove why the Dodgers made a bad signing. And I've had people hitting me up saying that the Dodgers are crazy to pay Trevor Bauer that kind of money, that he's no Garrett Cole or Steven Strasburg or Jacob deGrom. Those guys all have long-term deals. There's been a lot made about Trevor Bauer wanting to get a higher AAV than his college teammate Garrett Cole. But if I'm Garrett Cole, I'm sitting there saying, great, you're making more money than me for the next 2 years, but I signed a 9-year, $324 million deal. Come talk to me when you best me in career earnings. Look, if there was a position in Major League Baseball where you would want that long-term security, it would be as a starting pitcher. You never know when your skills are going to erode. You never know when you're going to diminish, and at any time you can have a serious injury. So if you're Garrett Cole or you're Steven Strasburg, who's getting paid $35 million for the next 7 seasons, you have that security and that protection. So yes, the Dodgers are paying a premium in the short term, but they're not committed to him long term. It's not like they would ever sign him to a 9-year, $405 million contract or anything like that. The stars just aligned for them to sign a player of Trevor Bauer's caliber to a short-term deal. Look, the Dodgers made an offer to Garrett Cole the year before. They would have been committed to him long-term, and towards the end of that contract, you wouldn't be seeing that value. You would just have hoped that the Dodgers would have won a World Series and he would have won a Cy Young in that span. But when it comes to Trevor Bauer, one, he entered his free agency coming off a pandemic-shortened season, so it wasn't a big buyer's market out there. It wasn't a robust market. We had all these teams bidding on Trevor Bauer. And two, yes, he's had some great seasons, but he hasn't been elite long enough, consistently enough to warrant a contract like Steven Strasburg or Garrett Cole. And then number 3, this is Mr. Short-Term Deal. Trevor Bauer said for years that he wanted to sign these short-term deals. That's how he would maximize his earnings. He said that if he didn't sign a short-term deal, he would allow one of his friends to shoot him in the family jewels with a paintball gun from 10 feet away. So yes, it's technically not a 1-year deal, but he can leave the Dodgers after 1 season. So he has that flexibility. He'll have the freedom to leave LA after just 1 season. So yes, it's not a 1-year deal in the truest sense, and I do think he'll end up spending 2 years in Los Angeles, and he'll come back to collect that $45 million in 2022. And I think that Andrew Friedman and the Dodgers would love for this to be the model moving forward, where they could get elite players on high AAV short-term deals, but I don't think you're going to see too many examples of this moving forward. guys are always going to want that security. We saw it with Bryce Harper. We saw it with Garrett Cole. We saw it with so many different examples. Guys want to get locked up long term. It just turns out they have a great organization that's coming off a World Series title, that's in a position to win another World Series, that also embraces analytics. There was also his hometown team growing up. He's from Los Angeles. He went to UCLA. He's also trying to build his own brand with one of the best brands in the game in the Los Angeles Dodgers. So, like I said, it was a perfect storm that brought Trevor Bauer to the Dodgers at this stage of his career. So 9 out of 10 times, a player of Bauer's caliber is going to take the years and the money. So I doubt you'll see the Dodgers pull out moves like this moving forward. They get top shelf talent in the prime of their careers on short-term deals. So as far as the money's concerned, I do think he's worth that amount for this team. Now, for most teams in the league right now, Trevor Bauer would make absolutely no sense at that price. He's not a guy that can single-handedly turn around your franchise, but the Dodgers already have guys like Clayton Kershaw, Walker Buehler, Julio Urias, David Price, Dustin May, and Tony Gonsolin. So what he's going to do is he's going to add depth and add innings. He is an innings eater. His 162-game average is 202 innings pitched. Fangraphs projects him to pitch 195 innings next year. The most innings Tony Gonsolin has pitched in this season is 46 2/3. Dustin May, 56 innings pitched. Julio Urias, 79 2/3 innings pitched in 2019. David Price, he pitched 107 1/3 innings in 2019. Clayton Kershaw led all Dodger pitchers last season, going 58 1/3 innings pitched, and that was after missing some time early on due to that stiff back. But just look how Kershaw performed in the postseason. He started 4 games, posted a 2.88 ERA, a .84 WHIP, a 33.3 K percentage, a 3.2 walk percentage, had a 3.15 FIP, and really had his most consistent postseason of his career, and they won the World Series. So even though it was mainly due to a shortened regular season, it was nice to see a fresh Kershaw in the postseason for once. And having Trevor Bauer, a true workhorse that's going to be an innings eater, can only help that. Having Bauer, they won't be as reliant on Clayton Kershaw. And then there's Walker Buehler. Walker Buehler, he's gone off to some slow starts. He's dealt with that blister injury now last season. Will he be that guy that's going to give you 175-plus innings? Yes, he should be able to as the ace of your staff, and I do think he's going to have a big year. But having another guy that's going to give you 30-plus starts at hopefully an elite-ish level is just going to be huge. Because, look, the last time the Dodgers played a full regular season, they had guys like Hyun-Jin Ryu, Kenta Maeda, Rich Hill. Those guys are gone, and they were replaced by young pitchers, and those young pitchers haven't had a lot of experience going deep into a season. We just mentioned a couple seconds ago, Gonsolin and May and Urias, they haven't gone past 80 innings in a year yet. So I think that the Dodgers really needed a starting pitcher. I've seen people out there saying, oh, the Dodgers didn't need Trevor Bauer. But for me, anytime you can add without subtracting, it really helps, because I didn't want to part ways with guys like Josiah Gray or Gabriel Ruiz or Gavin Lux or any of these top-notch prospects. Why not add someone? Because if they started the season and had to make a trade, then the Dodgers, they don't have that leverage when they're trying to make a deal. Now, will he win 2 Cy Youngs with the Dodgers? Will he replicate the success he had in 2020 in a full season against tougher competition? That probably won't happen. Look, it'd be great if it did, but those expectations are a little high. Look, so much went right for Trevor Bauer last season. He stranded 90.9% of his base runners. His previous career high was 79.5% back in 2018. The league average last year was 71.8%. So 90.9%. He played against some bad competition in the NL Central, but at the same time, when it mattered most in the postseason against the Atlanta Braves in the wild card series, he went 7 2/3 scoreless innings, had 12 strikeouts, only allowed 3 base runners. So has he unlocked his magic at this point of his career? You saw that spin rate is way up on that heater. That's made a big difference when it comes to the swing and miss. Is he using that sticky stuff? I don't know, because he really condemned Garrett Cole and the Astros for doing that. He would look like a big hypocrite, but I would like to think that he's just peaking as a player. All that time at Driveline is paying off, and he's really figured it out at this stage of his career. So even if he's an absolute bust for the Dodgers and the Dodgers have Bauer's remorse, then hey, either way, he'll be off the books in a couple seasons. So to me, it was completely worth the risk. I have no issue with the signing. To me, he is worth every single penny of that money, because that's what it took to sign him away from the Mets. They didn't have to part ways with any prospects of bringing a guy during the season, and I think he's going to pitch very well for this team. Now, as far as the Bauer baggage goes, I'm hoping that when you consider the length of his contract and the incentive he has to be on his best behavior, that you won't have any drama in Los Angeles. No social media trolling, none of that. A couple days ago, he did apologize to Mets fans through social social media for all the leaks with the gear, the autographed hats, and the t-shirts. He had several tweets Sunday explaining the situation with the leaked gear. I won't read all the tweets, but here's a couple of them. For the heirs above, it was an embarrassing and emotional moment for me. For those of you who entered the giveaway, you will be entered into a raffle for game tickets next time the Dodgers play the Mets and fans are able to be in stadium. I will also be donating $10,000 cash to the following New York-based nonprofits. So it's clear he's trying to change the social media narrative. He's trying to be more mature the way he uses social media, so that is definitely a promising sign. I'm hoping he's learned from his mistakes, and you just don't want to get into it with the fans on social media. That's just not a good look. If he's going to troll anyone, I hope it's the Houston Astros. He's already proven he's good at that. I think one thing all Dodger fans will love about Trevor Bauer is how he goes at the Houston Astros. First, he wore the Houston Trastros t-shirt. He had the custom cleats with the trash cans all over him. He had the free Joe Kelly cleats. Or how about this time when he trolled Alex Bregman?
What's up, little buddy? Did I dominate you last night?
But let me know down below in the comment section, is Trevor Bauer worth the money for the Los Angeles Dodgers? Give me a Y for yes, give me an N for no, or you can give me a $sign. But throw your takes down below in the comment section. And was he trolling the New York Mets? Was it an accident? I want your takes down below in the comment section. Now, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. It's the fastest growing Dodgers channel in the game, so be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see more Dodgers content, hit that like button. If you spotted today's word of the day, head to our About page on our YouTube channel, email us that word of the day, and you'll be entered to win. We're giving over $1,000 worth of cash and prizes this month. Also, be sure to head over to gearup.la for all latest Dodgers Nation merch, some of the best Dodger designs in the game. Go get some t-shirts, mugs, hoodies. You have it all over there at gearup.la. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. That's at DMac_LA. For all the latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.